Hello everyone, today I'm going to review these SD40-2s for you. I'm having the same problem again. Look at this SD40, $92, these are actual bids. And this one too, $91. For $90 you can get a brand new one. So, my mama no raise no fool, so I got the new one. And these are even better than the other ones. They were snout unit. Snout units are good looking units, I'll grant you that. And they are DCC compatibles, but they do not have ditch lights. So that is really good detail that I wanted. So I got two of them, 6792. And that box is a little tight. That's okay. Yeah, I keep the packaging, of course. And then the second unit, 7036. So these will go good together. I took a minute to look at pictures of these units, the real unit, and they're very close. The 6792 had the horn in the middle of the body, but that is a small detail. I can forgive that. For the most part, they look pretty close. The 7036 had a very clean roof line like this, and the horn was just set to the side to make way for a flashing beacon. Other than that, very close looking units. I'm going to take one apart for you guys so you can see what's inside. There's a little baggie inside with extra long couplers and magnetic pins if you use them. So you just, I'm going to use the box method. You just set it up on the steps and then drop it carefully. Here we go. It's starting to release. So that you can take your time when you're doing that. It's not a race. So they do have nice shot. You can see all the piping work for the ditch lights. And these, if you want to convert them to DCC, super easy. Just pull back the circuit board and they will go to DCC. Now the trick to disassembling those, actually you do have to remove the board in order to disassemble it. So just wiggle that carefully and it will release. So you can pull on the trucks straight out and they will not break, but you may lose the little worm gear bearing. Let me show you how I do it. All I do is I'll move this frame detail up just a little bit, just enough to allow me to work. So I move it up or down, whatever the case may be. So once you got it loose, you got the frame detail down out of the way, you can just pry very gently on your frame. That's going to release your main truck. And this is what you get. So if you just pull on it straight, this part will detach. It's not super hard to get at this part. So if that comes out, it will release the very small worm gear. Let me take that out for you so you can see. Here we go. And then if this comes out, it's very easy to drop it, and also very easy to lose this little bearing. it's really small, so if it gets into some dust, it's very easy to lose it. But don't be afraid, there is a replacement part available. Kato still makes these. There's a replacement part. Here's the part number. So that's good to know. If you ever lose one, you can just order another one, although it takes a lot of patience to wait for it to come. But that seems to be the way things are nowadays. So these just snap back in. You may have to turn it a little bit so that the teeth line up with the bottom part, but they should go in nice and easy. Just making sure that I'm happy with the way it's set up. Yeah, that looks good to me. These are meant for the people at the factory. It would be very, very easy to put them back in. So all you gotta do, use gravity as your friend. Put the end of the drive shaft where it's supposed to go in the flywheel. If it doesn't light up properly, you can just turn the flywheels with your finger until it does line up. I think this one's in, and these just snap in. So for the people at the factory, very easy to put the locomotive back together. After that, I can put my frame detail back on. SD40s are really cool. I can't get enough of them. This is a good unit to get because you can get some nice drop-in decoders with sound. I might get some later on. Yeah, so that looks awesome. I'm gonna put my circuit board back on. So it just snaps into these two little ears. And then this one will just go under, it will just go under the tab, this one. Under the tab is very easy. But look out for the other one. This one you have to push it in to make sure that it falls under its tab. And that takes maybe a little bit of dexterity, but it can be done. And scale, it will develop your patience, that's for sure. You know the old saying, God, give me patience now. There we go. Well, son of a gun. Now I got it all lined up properly. I just push it in. That should be good. I'm going to test it on the bench before I put the shell back on, just to be sure. They have done something nice with this. They put a little bit of suspension on the middle wheel, and that is good for staying on the track. Also, if you have switches, it will help you stay on the switches. So when you're bench testing it, you're listening for bad sounds. So it's whisper quiet. That means everything was put back together right. Now I can put my shell back on. No need to lubricate this, it's brand new. Perfect. And now it's time to run some trains. On my Christmas layout, I have some very tight 9-inch curves, and they're able to handle that with ease. That means even if you have a very small layout, you can enjoy these engines. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly had fun making it for you. See you soon.